EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Levis going to the air right away. Flush to his right. And his first look is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 where probably everyone's expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tyler Boyd, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
2nd down, Pollard again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now.
First down, good first team.
Levis. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Running right, it's Pollard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now Levis. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Levis. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Option play, here's Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Oh, come on, 37. Turn your head around.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Let it work. All black today.
Well, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Yeah.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Big.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
You got the ball first. I got the ball first.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Levis back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Levis sets up to throw here.
He's still in the car?
Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, the pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Williams going to sneak it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Levis looking to throw. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a toss for Swift left side. Past the 20. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Fighting his way through contact, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go now.
Back to the running game with Swift. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 94 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. To throw, Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Okakwo holds it in left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Levis from the gun. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, come on.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Got his man, Okakwo. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Levis going back to the air. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley from 17 yards out. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Just Week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Go! 70 range. Ready?
Looking to throw is Williams. That is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hand up. Right front forward.
Here's Levis. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Levis. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here comes 2nd down.
Right 13.
Levis to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And here we are in the... partner and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's first and goal.
Like 13.
They'll run with Pollard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Back to throw, Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing now, here's Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
They'll come up now on second down.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is first and 10.
No. 22 Linda.
Here's Levis. Forced out to his left. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To the air, Williams. Oh, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So for Tennessee, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.